Hello, Cancers. Cancers. All right, this video is for the 26th through the 2nd, 26th of January through the 2nd of February. So, which is going to push us into the new moon phase. Uranus is about to go station direct on the 30th of January, right? And so what's going to be really important is the 11th house, which is about friendship and community, right? So the 11th house is all about friends and allies, teamwork, common goals, hopes, and wishes. The emphasis is going to be on you tending to look for loyalty from friends and returning it in good measure. Your approach to friendship will emphasize constancy and longevity. Friends, family slash friends, you're wanting to get back what you put into it. You're going to be re-evaluating. You're going to be redefining relationships. We're talking about the 11th house. 11th house. All right. Let's get into your reading. That's right. So what was concealed about you in this last full moon that we had? We have a wolf moon in terms of your pack, in terms of your group of energies that you're around has been revealed. So in terms of what you want to attract in this year, and just in terms of groups that you want to be around. Now, you don't want to be around people who keep you in the dark about things. They didn't tell you what was going on, like what you're stepping into, all of this other stuff. You want to be around people who are going to make you fully informed about what you're stepping into. Family, friends, whomever. You don't want to be kept in the dark about things. You want to be in secret about whatever. So let's get into it. Let's go. See what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's go. All right, Cancers. Let's go. So a lot of people discovered within the last 8 years, we're in the year 9 now, right? So within the last 8 years, karmic relationships. Just about yourself. You discovered your moon sign. You discovered what sets you apart from every other Cancer on the planet. You discovered how to pour back into yourselves. And this is not about discovering other people's secrets. You want to keep it high vibrational. And those discoveries were great. What set you apart from every other Cancer before you say, oh, Team Cancer? You discovered what your moon sign was. You discovered that your sign was ruled by the moon, right? So that was pretty exciting all unto itself. You discovered what your birth chart was. A lot of you all discovered what a birth chart was. You discovered the significance of retrograde, station direct, all of those things, right? Tarot cards, all of that. Different forms of spirituality, all of those things. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So yeah, emphasis is really going to be around Uranus is about to go retrograde. Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius rules the 11th house. 11th house is about, like I said before, emphasizes on friendship and community, and so it's going to really be around loyalty and just returning it in good measure. Right, in good measure. So you're going to be really looking at all of the relationships in your life and looking at it and say, have people been, you all are really a sweetheart sign, so you're going to be really looking at it. People been treating you the same way have they been treating you the same way that you've been treating them? You all are sweethearts, you're empathetic, you give your absolute best, you don't hold back your emotions, you all are quite reflective, you all are maternal. I'm talking to men and women Cancers, by the way. You all are tenacious, you're highly imaginative, you're loyal, you're persuasive, you're sympathetic, and you all are very encouraging. You're going to be looking at every single relationship in your life and saying, have I been getting back what I've been putting out into my relationships? All of them. Every last one of them, you're going to be looking at all of them the same way. Let's go. And if you haven't, some people are about to get promoted in your life, and some people are about to get demoted, and some people may be getting fired. Let's go. I start each day excited for what's in store. Well, all right now, let's go. Okay, Cancers. I also have some information on my community page about what's happening on January 25th, about those 6 planets. Go check it out. Let's start out with an angel number. Ooh, start out with an angel number. Goody, goody, goody. Let's start out with an angel number here. Let's start out with an angel number. Ooh, let's go. What is going to be yours? What's going to be your angel number here? This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Talking to you wherever Cancer is in your birth chart, wherever it is in your birth chart. Not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So again, I'm talking to all 12 houses. Let's see. To your cards. 557, expansive thought. So consider a new perspective. A simple charge and perspective will shed light on the situation before you. So open your mind to hearing and seeing new interpretations of what you are currently dealing with. Your angels will work through curiosity, inspiration, and even other people to relay their message. Write down all your write down all inspired thoughts in this moment. Now, no matter of inconsequential, no matter how inconsequential, you may think they are. So, let me say that again. Write down all your inspired thoughts in this moment, no matter how inconsequential you may think they are. So, expansive thoughts. Consider a new perspective. So, I start each day excited for what's in store. So, you're definitely operating by faith, right? Which is a verb. Faith is verb. Because you're putting good works behind it, right? Yeah, putting good works behind that faith. Okay, all right. So your number is 557, expansive thoughts. Okay, so let's get it. Let's see what's in your cards. So yeah, so that's going to be the thought coming up. The overarching theme, the moon is in a fucus when you watch this video. And, for right now, if you're tuned into my channel, if you're new to my channel, my readings are for tropical and Vedic, addressing Vedic and tropical astrology. So along with tarot and tarot, right? So anyway, expansive thoughts. Consider a new perspective, right? So some information may be coming to you. So you're operating, like I said before, you're starting each day excited for what's in store. So you're keeping your vibrations high. So considering a new perspective. Shed light on the situation before you. So some information may be coming to you. But remember, like I said before, and I speak very highly of all zodiac signs, just all zodiac signs. So whatever information is coming before you, just taking into consideration. The overarching theme for when the moon moves into this new moon that we have coming up on the 29th, in case you want to write down some dates, it's going to be a new moon in Aquarius, is what's stopping you from living your ideal life? What's stopping you from living your ideal life? Aquarius is a humanitarian sign. Check to see if it's in your birth chart. If it is, connect with that as a humanitarian. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's go. First card out of the deck is... Someone is heartbroken. Not you, but someone is heartbroken. Someone is someone who I guess someone who loves you, or who had hopes of you all being together, who had hopes of you all had hopes of you all being together. Who was excited about you all being together. And again, this is only for a select few, right? Just take only what resonates with you. Again, that's how all readings are. All readings are not, every part of the reading is not going to resonate. Some of you all are already with your person, whatever. Some of you all are with your person. So just take what resonates with you. Like I said, you all are sweethearts. But, you're excited for what, expansive thoughts. Some people are, you may be getting, some people may be reaching out to you, wanting to talk to you, really saying they had hopes, like high hopes. Like you think about a star that's up in the sky, right? Somebody may have had high hopes that you all would have been together. They thought, they really wanted you all to be together. They could have thought they saw you all together. So it could have been an ex or a family member, or they really had hopes for you all, but just let's see, right? Here's a Hierophant card. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, expansive thoughts, right? And yeah, so but I feel like here we had the you're looking at things from a higher frequency here. I feel like you're gonna feel lucky, right? Feel very lucky, because I feel like you're building. I feel like you're yeah. Let me see. Let me see this. Yeah. We're gonna start off with a 6 card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then we're on. But something has been fulfilled. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Yeah, so like I said, your expansive thoughts, considering a new perspective of something. So your angels will work through, like I said, curiosity, inspiration. Let me read this again. So if we got 557, which expansive thoughts, consider a new perspective. A simple change in perspective will shed light on the situation before you. So open your mind to hearing and seeing new interpretations of what you are currently dealing with. Your angels will work through curiosity, inspiration, and even other people to relay their message. Write down all your inspired thoughts in this moment, no matter how inconsequential you may think they are, right? So, I feel like when we talk about heart, right, looking at heart, right? Somebody has some loved ones that really wanted you to be a part of something, right? They really wanted you to be a part of something. Um, and you um, looks like you don't want to. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like in the cards. Yeah, looks like it's you don't want to. Um, there is, when we talk about sword energy, there's always two sides of the sword. There's two sides of the sword here, right? There's two sides of the sword here, right? So this right here lets me know, even though right now the moon is in Ophiuchus, right? When we're talking about like either tropical, this would be like well, it could be tropical or Vedic astrology, but I think that us looking at this, it looks like you're very fair-minded. Looks like you're a very fair-minded person. Looking at the cards here, but it also looks like you have your own rules. This right here is Saturn right here. It looks like you have your own rules and how you do things. It looks like you have your own rules, you have your own traditions. This is right here. This right here is Saturn, right? And the way you do things and the way other people do things, there may be that's the two sides of the swords. It may be heartbreaking the way they do things and the way you do things. That's what this is, right? And remember, there's multiple stars in the sky. How you do things may be different than how they do things. It could be significantly in how they do things, right? This is world card. This is Saturn, which connects us, right? That could be where there's a what's it called? A line drawn in the sand. I guess that's a saying. It could be like the line drawn in the sand there, right? Mm-hmm. Right. That's where the line could be drawn in the sand, right there, for you. So there was a lot of conversation around something. Nobody was saying anything to you, and that's for you. There's a lot of familiar spirits, a lot of things going on around you, but nothing was said to you. So that could be for you. Like I said, you feel like I said. um, this connects us with this right here. This arrow right here connects us with Sagittarius here, right? I'm not talking about any Sagittarius at all. You could be highly adaptable when it comes to like spirituality and things like that. Where there could be some people who may be fixated, so like on a certain set of rules for in traditions and so on and so forth, but you may be a little bit open to it. And so there could be some people who feel like there's a lot of conversation around certain things, which may be open to certain things. And some people could be like really disappointed, in that. But again, the fact that there's conversation going on around you, but not to you to even see any of that could be very disappointing for you. Um, I think that some conversation for you, I feel like you would be open to hearing what people have to say because you all are sweethearts. But the way that something is being handled, as far as you're concerned, because these are familiar spirits, the way that they handle things for you will be disappointing. That's what's going to be disappointing because of how it's being done. See how this person is kind of sort of bent over, and it's kind of like it'll be like behind someone's back. People know that you are a star. They know that you found your star. They know that you can shine bright, like a star shining in the sky. They know that you're shining bright. They know that you are, that you found your light. They know that you've moved on from some level of disappointment. They're familiar with that. But let me see. Let me show you what I'm looking at here in the cards. It's almost like this energy right here, like you are part. This energy is like part of a community, and this person is like by themselves. That's what it looks like. So something about your energy sets you apart from your community, whether it sets you apart from your family, whether it sets you apart from your job family, it sets you apart from your friendship family. So something about your energy has always set you apart from everybody, right? And people see it. They see, your expansive thoughts. They see it, right? So you want to consider a new perspective. What I'm looking at here is all love. Like I feel like you love these energies, and I feel like for them they love you, right? That's where Saturn comes in. That's where the mature. Saturn is the planet of maturity and authority, right? I feel like it's mature love from both sides, but I see that's also where everything parts ways in the sand, if that makes sense. That's what I see. So I don't know. Drop your comments below. That's what I see for you all. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so I had to make some more room. I don't know what I said before this. I had to make some more room. But anyway, What I was saying was that three of swords right there, three looks like lips, right? I think that, like I said, expansive thoughts here. For sure, I think there's a difference of opinion, but I think that if it's approached in agape love, like if I think if it's approached with just like um, fairness and peace and love, that without any judgment in judging anybody, um, then you can move on. You can move on from something, right? Here we have the Empress card, right? Then you can move on and grow in abundance and prosperity without feeling like you've lost abundance and prosperity, right? Right? Yeah. So yeah, you're not going to be arguing. One thing for certain is that you're not arguing. That's for sure. You're not playing the mind games. That's for sure. You're not doing the mind games. Here we have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, that's for sure. You're definitely not playing the mind games. Not doing the disrespect. You're not doing the mind games and ruthlessness. None of those things. None of those things. You're closing out a cycle. You're closing out a cycle in love. Again, you're not doing the disrespect. Period. The cycle is closing out. You're starting, like I said, you're starting in each day. You're considering a new perspective in things. I feel like someone is, there is, when I look at this, either it's somebody is going, it could be a family member is going to, or it could be several family members talking to you who could feel like their heart is broken because their expectation, Cancer, of you, and maybe felt like maybe they felt either you, because there's two sides of the sword, either they felt like you disrespected them, or you feel like, let me see, either you feel like they disrespected them, or you felt, or vice versa. Let me put it that way, because I can never get it out right. Vice versa, right? Or the community, or religious community, or whatever. Like you disrespected them, or vice versa, right? And maybe it was your belief system, or something you're doing, or whatever, right? But somebody had to go back to somebody and tell somebody what your somebody had to be familiar with what your spiritual beliefs or practices were. Like, for instance, if you watch tarot, you may have told somebody, okay, you watch tarot, who you watch, or who you watch, or what you watch, or whatever. You may have said, oh, guess what, I watch tarot, or I go to certain church or mosque or temple or whatever. And somebody say, oh, you follow this pastor on so and so. I don't like that particular pastor or that teacher or spiritual leader or whatever online, or oh, and somebody could have judged you by that, right? And that could have spread like wildfire, and people judged, or whatever the case may be. And that sometimes take off like somebody could have said, oh, they're disappointed because, and that could have gotten back to somebody else, and then somebody else, and then somebody else, or whatever the case may be. Or you work for something, certain organization or whatever, or somebody's familiar with such and such, and they, oh God, we didn't know such and such, or whatever the case may be, right? And that could have caused a significant dip in your money because, again, people are disappointed, people are talking, somebody came back, or whatever the case may be. We don't that's not a part of the tradition, that's not part of our rules, we don't want to support that. And people were just ruthless with something, right? There's definitely a difference in your belief system and other people's belief system. So like I said, expansive thoughts, consider a new perspective, or whatever the case may be. I feel like if you approach something in love and understanding without the disrespect, without you, like I said before, without you just maybe hearing somebody out, hearing what they have to say, I feel like moving forward, you're hearing what people have to say, but it has to be with them being respectful to you and you being respectful to them. And that's it. That's just it. That's just it. So again, faith is an action word. It's not now, it's an action word, right? Faith without good works, right? So start each day excited for what's in store, expansive thoughts. Keep your vibrations high as you possibly can, right? But you're creating something new. You're creating something new. Right, here we have the Four of Cups here. You have Four of Cups here. I feel like for some of you all, I'm not sure who I'm talking to here. Some of you all are going to see it as someone trying to control you, and I can see how you all would see that. But like some of you all are going to see somebody is trying to control you, and I could see that. I could see how some of your exes are trying to control you. They have been trying to control you for the longest time. They're gonna, because they've been using somebody. I can see it in the cards. They've been using a pawn to try to control you from the very beginning. To say that some of your kids have been disappointed. It's been causing them to be depressed. They've been bullied. They've been teased in the community, and so on and so forth, because they've been stalking you all from very beginning. If it wasn't whatever church you go to, whatever mosque, whether you're watching tarot, if you work for a certain agency, it would have been something, right? Something. They would have found anything to try to control a narrative. I get it. Just something to cause a dip in your income. I see both sides of it looking at your cards here. I feel like some of you all may have to take legal action, because this is the other side of the Hierophant card. This is Libra. I feel like some of you all may have to, because we're starting out with the three of Swords, which is just disappointment, and just somebody's just tired of the arguing, the mind games, the disrespect. I see it. So you're gonna have to clear something up. In order to balance something out. Something is going to have to be cleared up to just balance something out. Because it looks like, looking at the cards here, since you found your star, it just like, it's going to be this never ending. This is the World card. It's something that's just like, oh, it's going to keep going around and around and around non-stop, until somebody stops something. That's what this is. That's what this is. So, get clear. Get clear. You're very wise, very smart. Zodiac sign. I feel like because you all are sweethearts and because you're very smart, you're a giver, something has come to light. You are very aware of what was done in the dark. As far as your something has been brought to the light for you within yourselves, right? You're not falling for the bait anymore. Something has just, like I said, you are aware of something now. You're very aware of something now. Two energies that have done something, like I said, behind your back, without your knowledge. To use a person as a pawn in a game, to cause someone to cry. This is what this is, cause somebody to cry. By telling some kind of lie about you, to cause some kind of dip in your money, a significant dip in your money. When I first started pulling these cards, I was trying to keep it as fair as possible, because I'm looking at this card Libra here in the cards here, and I'm just like, I try to keep the energy in the cards as high vibrational as possible, but let's see what else we got going on here in the cards. Yeah. Here's a Hierophant card again. Yeah, here's the Hierophant card again. So yeah, so it's time to put something in a burning bowl. So here we have it's time to toss fear, doubt, uncertainty, confusion, all of that into a burning bowl, get recharged by the sunlight. It's time to make something crystal clear. It's time to make something crystal clear. Yeah, you have some ideas. Time to make something crystal clear because it's a lot of confusion around something, and I see a win for you because it's time to make something crystal clear at this point. Let me see if we can get some more clarity because there's a lot of familiar spirits around you. It's a community of people who are trying to come up against you. There's a lot of lies being told about you. These are by family members, unfortunately. These are people who are saying they're so disappointed. These are people who are really looking at you like you're just this dark, bad spirit. This is awful. I was trying to keep this as high vibrational as possible, just reading the cards here. Somebody's going to have to address this. Because it's like something is just building and building and building. It's like... You're definitely a prayer warrior. This is for certain because it's a lot of fire coming out in the card. So you're definitely a prayer warrior, and it's like the more and more your faith is building and your prayers are being answered, there are energies that's working even harder to ruin your money because it's like somebody's money is like it's like two energies are trying to decrease your money. They're working harder to decrease your money. So you're gonna have to. Somebody is like I said, you're a prayer warrior, right? And they're trying to cause even more confusion. They're trying to cause even more confusion. Right? And around your money. And you have too much physical evidence. You have way too much physical evidence. This is absolutely about money. And there's two Taurus. Let's be crystal clear. There's two Taurus involved. Two Taurus, it is about money. They have an organization backing them. These are religious organizations that's backing them. You have a Pisces that's involved. It's a Virgo is involved. Or it could be several. There's a Gemini involved. There's somebody's mother involved. Several mothers are involved. There's women involved. So we're crystal clear. Pisces is involved. There's a lot of people that's been keeping you in the dark about some things that's been going on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of people who are growing and they're so disappointed. They didn't know this about you. They didn't know that about you. They didn't know all of these things about you. And these are lies. Right? People are telling a lot of lies about you behind your back. And these are people that you prayed with and prayed for. People who should be supporting you. And these are energies that who have said that they were your twin flame, who really should be. What's interesting is when I look at this, is when you have people that say that you're your twin flame, some of you all have found yourselves even outside of your past relationships still speaking highly of your exes. Some of you all, if you don't have anything kind to say about your exes, you don't say anything negative at all. That's how some people operate. They just like, I don't have anything negative to say about my ex. You moved on to your next relationship. You just, or you're single. You're just by yourself. You don't have anything negative to say at all. Other than they got their life, you got yours. You don't have anything negative to say. But these people are working overtime. with other people who are, there's an Aries involved as well too, working with a Leo. Doing the absolute most to hurt you. So if you notice how I started out the reading talking about like trying to hear other people's side of like trying to be like open, right? So like I said, because I know you all are really a sweetheart sign, like just being open to what people have to say. But then the Five of Swords came out with this blood on this card, and I know it's the illustrator of this particular card who has like the blood splattered on the card. So obviously, for again, take on what resonates with you. I'm hoping there was no violence involved here. And it could have been because you got the King of Pentacles. This lets me know that there's a lot of money involved. Because somebody is in survival mode. There's a lot of hostility and stuff going on here. Because you're closing out cycles and you're moving on. And some energies are not, while your money could be affected, it's not in a way that some people want you to be completely broke. Some people want your money to be completely broken. But you see here, with the King of Wands here, somebody is on the throne. Your prayers are sustaining you. This is what's sustaining you. Even though there's a lot of conversation that's going on around you, it's like people are building prayer circles and talking about you. You're still on the throne praying for these energies. So it's like you are, like I said, prayer warrior status before we even came out here. And that's the action that you're taking. So again, it kind of brings it back here. I start each day excited for what's in store, and you're taking action. That is your action. Faith is an action word. It's a verb. It's a verb. You're at high frequency. This is you operating in faith, leaving all of this behind. This is what you're doing. You're enforcing your boundary. Expansive thoughts, considering a new perspective. So that is the action that you're taking. That is the action that you're taking. And that's what Source is exposing to you in the light. That's what you're being brought into the light. That's what you're enlightened about. The Moon card is the 18th card in Tarot. And this is this person right here. You've broken karmic cycles. You've broken this cycle. This is right here. This is the sunlight. So the sun is coming up. So things are getting brighter for you. You've tossed into a burning bowl here. Something has come into the light. Something has come to light. Yeah, something has come to light. That's the disappointing part. Because at first I was looking at the reading and I'm just like, what in the world? They're trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, what is going on here? Like, really trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, maybe you want to hear people out. Like, what? And these are loved ones. These are family members. I'm like, okay, hear them out. They have something to say. Maybe y'all have the difference of opinion. Maybe they feel some kind of way because y'all don't believe the same things. And I mean, that happens in families all the time. Okay, they go to one church, you go to another. People don't believe the same thing. Y'all people have like back and forth kind of, my pastor does this, your pastor does. Okay, I go to this church, you go to that church. People, had their conversations about stuff. Mine better than yours. I believe this, you believe that. But this is different. People trying to mess up people's stuff, take people's kids from them. They doing the most. Yeah, you can go ahead and get some rest. Source already took care of this. It's already taken care of. Yeah, you can go ahead. You got tons of opportunities to lie ahead for you. There's certain energy you won't be talking to anymore. You already prayed for these energies. Sources saying go outside and get some, like you've broken a karmic cycle. The scales from your eyes have already been removed. You've already taken action. Your action is faith. You have faith in Source. Source will take care of it. It's already taken care of. You've already moved on. You don't have time for that. You get some rest. You already moved on. There you go. So what's on the other side of all of this? Like I said before, is you have a lot of new things that's coming your way. The You have whatever it is that you've been praying for is coming across your path, because you, like I said, prayer warrior coming across your path. Again, if I were you, I still would not hold any animosity, any grudges, or anything. Honestly, none, not one, not one, not one. Like I said, expansive thoughts. People just do things different. That's it. People get motivated and excited about different stuff. They do. I see compassion as far as you're concerned. The scales from your eyes have been removed. You're going to feel like you hit the jackpot emotionally. Yeah. Somebody loves to travel. I see you kind of sort of getting back to traveling again. Lots of traveling, actually. New something. New love. I don't know. Like I said, new love, new whatever. But this is kind of sort of walking you back through. We're coming up on closing out a cycle. Closing out this cycle. And also Uranus is about to go station direct on the 30th. And like I said, it's going to get back to all the things that you are, Cancer, at a high frequency. You, like I said, you all are sweethearts. You all are, you give your absolute best in your relationships. You all are empathetic. You all are loyal. Maternal. You all are very encouraging. You know who you are. All of those things. You just expect the same in return. The end. You just expect the same in return. Some people are just motivated by different things. That's it. Some people are just motivated by different things. And that's where the line is drawn in the sand. They're just motivated by different things. You're a light high priestess. You had to do the work. You had to do the shadow work in order to step into the light. That's it. You can't get to the light, sorry, without having to do the dark work. You had to do the shadow work. You had to do the shadow work in order to get into the light. And this is not hearing about. This is not gossip. A lot of people do the shadow work and without people knowing that they've done the shadow work. A lot of people do shadow work without people knowing that they've done the shadow work. So, yeah, you've done the shadow work. These energies right here are just familiar. These are familiar spirits. They talk to everybody except talk to you. So yeah, you don't need to take any more action. That is why no matter how many lies they tell about and try to lower your reputation, your money, no matter what they do, they can take you all the way down to nothing. You still are creating, Cancer, because Source knows that you've done the shadow work. Source knows that you've done the shadow work. That's why they have to keep doing stuff in secret. They have to keep doing it in secret. They have to keep using people as pawns. They got to keep posting people around you, familiar spirits around. That's the reason why I was like, at first I was like, wait a minute, hold on, hold the phone. I kept trying to be fair minded because I kept seeing that first card right there. I kept saying, no, let's be fair minded here. Hold on, let's be fair. Let's see another perspective here, because I'm looking at this card here. I'm like, no, let's be fair. You found your star, but there's many stars in the sky. Because at first, what I was getting from your reading, Cancer, was that you're going to get a phone call from loved ones. They were going to say, okay, can you see my perspective? Because y'all know how, like, sometimes old school, you know, elders in the family, like, when my day, when I grew up, we didn't talk back to elders. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. You know, it's like, yes, ma'am. No, sir. You know, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know, that kind of thing, right? So y'all could see it from their perspective and whatever. And everything was going to be cool. Everything was going to be fine. But then I'm like, wait a minute. These are exes. And these are vengeful exes who are doing the absolute most, like getting whole organizations involved, trying to really ruin somebody's life, exes. Like ruin reputation exes, using people's kids, spreading rumors. Okay, you're gonna have to turn this over to source, like you have been. So yeah, that's what this is. But anyway, it works out because, again, like I said, you've done the shadow work. So yeah, that's why you're doing this. Yeah, you already done the shadow work. So and that's what these energies. Some of these energies know that you've done the shadow work. They know that you've done the shadow work. Yeah, they just want somebody. Some of these energies just want to humiliate you. But it's already been sent back, so you don't have to worry about it. That's what I have for you. Here's the questions for you. First question is, like I said, overarching question is, what is stopping you from living your ideal life? As we move into this Uranus Station Direct. Its first question is, what can you do to use your passion for serving on a large scale? On a large scale, and this is focusing on your mission here on Earth, because it's much bigger than you think it is. Your purpose. Second question is, are you creating space for yourself to connect with your inner alchemist and innovator? Third question is, are you ready to think outside the box and delete old beliefs and rules to write your own? The fourth question is, using technology a drain or gain for you? And then last but not least is, are you ready to start a group in your community to initiate and create positive change on a local or global scale? And what could the focus be? What could the focus be? Yeah, what could the focus be? Yeah, something like this is generational. Like in some of you all's families, some of your family members have been getting away with doing some of these things to their siblings. Some of their siblings have been getting away with this with their siblings. I mean, it's just been heartbreaking, and somehow it passed down to you, and it had to stop with you. It had to stop with you. You all are really, really a sweetheart, like I said before, and just your kind nature had to bring out the prayer warrior in you, so that your water had to be protected. So you had to go into prayer mode. You had to go back into your crab shell mode and go into prayer mode, because that water would have reflected generations of just that frustration. It would have come out on them, and you didn't need to do that. So Source had to put you back into hermit mode. This is the other side of that. Once you started to believe, it started coming down into your dreams. See, it's 1 and 8 is 9. We're in the year of 9. So, and we had a wolf moon in your sign, so it had to come in through your dreams. That wasn't nurturing for you. So it had to stop with your relationship with somebody's mother. It had to stop with somebody's relationship with someone's mother. And so by the time it got to you, you were in the prayer warrior mode. It's like the baton was passed to you. Prayer warrior, okay, here, stop this generational curse. That's what it was. So you didn't have to go into, I'm in this fight mode. You're not fighting up against a person. You don't need to cuss anybody out. You don't need to go off on them. Nothing. You need to go into your crab shell mode and go pray. It pushed it right back. That's why you like this. So that's what I have for you. I have nothing but compassion. Nothing but compassion. And this is going to be you very soon. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Bye.